And it just was over my mind, like, you don't need to do this. Like, why are you doing this? You're not going to be any different when you do this. You think that this is going to change you? This is the things. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we go any further, let's do our little intro. Welcome back, back again. Niecy is back. Tell a friend. You guys, that is going to be my song sooner or later. I am going to be able to incorporate that in my videos as an intro, as an instrumental. Something is going to come from me saying that. I'm putting that right there in the atmosphere right now, because that came off the top of the head. One day I was in my car vlogging and it just came out and it just stuck with me. But I'm telling you now, that's going to be something that I look forward to. All right, you guys, so today's video is a very, very special and important video for me. I am opening up myself and allowing myself to be vulnerable in a way that I don't normally allow. I'm allowing God to use me more and more. I'm allowing myself to speak up, even through anxiety, even through nervousness, or even wondering how it's going to be perceived or be taken. The attention behind it, things like that. I'm still at this point where I'm allowing God to mold me, and me moving out of the way to allow him to move and have his way within me. And just allowing more of his will to be transformed into my life. And I've been so much happier. I've been so much full of joy. I've been at so much peace, allowing these transitions to happen. So I know that even though it's still hard for me to relinquish full control, I'm getting better and better, and allowing and telling myself and praying and saying, God, not my will, but your will be done. So with that being said, I'm opening up myself and allowing myself to be in that vulnerable state to allow God to use me and spread my word and my testimony. So you guys, I have some very important and exciting news. Your girl is going to be baptized. So I'm going to, and I plan on documenting this journey as best as I can. I do only have an iPhone, so I still want good quality content. So I'm going to try and vlog on my phone as best as I can, have my family and friends record for me and things like that. But I really want you guys to go on this journey with me. So before I get into the backstory and why I'm getting baptized and why I chose to, and my testimony, things like that, I'm going to play my intro, and then I'm going to be right back, and we're going to get right into the nitty-gritty, all the good stuff, so you guys can know, okay? So I'm going to play my intro, and then I'll be back. I will be back. All right, so that intro is over and done with. I really like my intro. I really enjoy it. I think it's very cute, feminine, represents me a lot. And I'm sorry, you guys, if there's a glare. My glasses are like, there's like sun in the background, you know, trying to catch the natural lighting while I can. And it's kind of like creating a glare, so you can't really see my beautiful face, but that's okay. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is for me to explain to you guys why I chose to get baptized and a little bit about my walk. This is going to be, well, the baptism is the main video, which is what I'm presenting and preparing now. But there's also going to be multiple videos about me sharing my testimony, about where I came from, what I went through, how I overcame all of those things. So that's going to be a part. It's kind of like a series. That's going to be a parts thing that I'm going to share different parts of different walks in my testimony, things like that. But for today's video, I do want to talk about why I chose to be baptized. So as a child, I grew up in a church. My family back home, they own their own church. I was baptized at the age of 12, but at that time, I didn't really understand what baptism was. I was just doing it because, you know, my family was very religious, and that's what we just had to do. So I do remember having to take a class. I do remember like the baptism itself, like being dunked in water, things like that. I remember that, but it was nothing that stuck with me and made me, you know, realize the purpose and how powerful of a woman that I am, and my value and things like that. So fast forward, you know, life happens. I was going through a lot. I had different transitions, a bunch of things going on in my life. My mom was incarcerated. My father wasn't around. So I was in the world trying to just search and find things that filled this void that I had in my life. And I didn't know what the void was, and I didn't know what caused it. I just knew I had it. I felt so empty, like my heart ached and it yearned for this type of love and attention that I searched in friendships and family and, you know, bad relationships. I stayed in circumstances and situations that weren't good for me because I was just like, no, there's something here, there's something here. And I'm wondering why I'm having this achy feeling in my heart. So I want you guys to also bear with me. This is my first time me being vulnerable and open, but I'm allowing God to allow more of his will to be done in my life. And a part of me doing that is allowing him to expose certain parts of me to bring more people to him and open up the kingdom and have more people in his presence. So I get a little nervous. I am a little nervous, but this is something that I know on my spirit and on my heart that it's time for me to do. So going forward, I just ask you guys, just pray for me, give me peace of mind as well. And I'm praying for you guys, but let's keep the show on the road. So with me out here in this world, just searching and trying to find different things that felt this void that I had, nothing could compare it. It would be like temporary satisfaction or temporary happiness or temporary sanity, but it would all that would diminish. Like it wouldn't last long enough for me to be like, okay, this is it, I found it. Like I know it's gonna give me peace, I know it's gonna give me joy. No, because whenever that ran out, I was searching for the next thing. I went out and got another relationship. I started new friendships, or I started different friendships and different connections, things that I wasn't really supposed to be getting myself into, you know, doing drugs, smoking, things like that, using different things just to cope for this void that I was feeling. So 2 years ago now, I just decided like enough was enough. I just wanted to feel at peace. Like I felt like I was missing something. But you know, and the funny thing is, during that whole time, God was still ministering to me, to other people, and also to myself. Whenever I would turn on my gospel music, I will always receive a message from God. Nothing compared to like, you know, getting advice from anybody else. This type of love that I felt expressed through these messages was like, it filled me up each time I heard it. And I'm like, wow, wait, how do I continue to feel like this? And God was using me every time I would say, Lord, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. He would use me to be a testament to someone else. Not necessarily healing me right then and there, but he would use me. Like, I would hear it vividly and clear as day, like, this person's going to ask you about this. This person's going to ask why you're listening to this. This person's going to ask why you're doing what you're doing right now. And I'm like, Lord, how am I supposed to help these people? Or how am I supposed to talk to people when I'm feeling lost and I'm looking for people to talk to me? So that was just the start of me feeling something wasn't right. I was missing something. So fast forward, after toxic relationships, after the end of that toxic relationship, almost 2 years ago, I accepted God into my life as my Lord and Savior again, fully surrendered. And to the point where it was at the beginning of the year, I went on a fast. I wanted to hear him clearly and vividly. And it got to a point where everything was going good. Everything was fine. I felt exalted. I felt like I was getting to a point where, you know, I can express my faith. I can allow people to see my faith because I wasn't ashamed of it anymore. But then me personally, I felt like there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. There's something else that I'm supposed to be, there's another level I'm supposed to be going to, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I feel loved. I accepted God. I hear him. I understand him. He's working through me. He's working through me on the inside out. But there's something that I'm missing. What is it? So then I was watching a sermon. I watched Pastor Mike Todd, Transformation Church, where I'm a part of Transformation Nation. I watched his church, and he had this sermon where he was talking about baptism, and he went through a whole series about baptism. I'm like, wow, I want to get baptized. But at the time, I didn't really belong to a church. At the time, I wasn't really going to church. I was just really doing like my own study, and then also with the online sermons in the churches that I found then, because I was in the process of moving. I was going to a church, but then I stopped going because, you know, I'm moving, this and that, whatever. And then when I moved, I was in the process of finding a new church, which I'm a part of now. And it just wasn't working out. So I wanted it. I knew, I felt it in my spirit that I wanted to be baptized, but it's just the right thing. It was just not working out how it was supposed to. So fast forward, my pastor 3 weeks ago, she was like, you guys, it's been brought to my attention. I didn't bring it up to her, but she was like, you know, there's been brought to my attention that there's people that want to get baptized, and anybody that wants to be included, you know, let her know, things like that. We have to go through a class, we have to go through preparation for things like that. But that moment and that time, I was like, oh, this is it. I've been wanting this opportunity, I've been waiting for this opportunity. This is it right here, so I'm not gonna let it pass me by. So I decided to do that, and I was just like, okay, well, this is it. I'm preparing myself. And then boom, so much negativity, so much guilt like came over my body. Doubt was like, no, you don't need to be doing this. Like for me, when it's time for me to speak on something, or when it's really time for me to allow my life to go to the next level, the enemy comes and attacks me like quick, and tries to get me change my mind in that instant. And like I just still been persevering and pushing up until my baptism, and it just was over. And it just was over my mind. Like, you don't need to do this. Like, why are you doing this? You're not going to be any different when you do this. You think that this is going to change you? This is the thoughts that I was getting in my head, because I decided, you know, the time is presenting itself again, that it's time for me to get baptized. It's time to take my spirituality and my connection with God to another level. And when that was just going on in my head, I just realized, I said, Lord, this isn't me. This is not how I want to be. This is not why I chose to do this. I chose this because I want to be closer to you. And in my dreams, like he just gave me that validation. Like this is the next step. This is where I'm going to show myself the most in you through this baptism. So that's just a mini like testimony about why I decided to get baptized. It's very important to me, so I am going to take you guys on along this journey. I'm going to have someone record it for me. I'm going to do a mini vlog because I have to get some things in preparation for it. So I'm going to probably go to Walmart, get a couple things, and then I'm going to film it for you guys. So when that happens, so this video might be pretty lengthy, but I'm praying and hoping that you guys stay into this, because it's very important. It's something that I feel like can help someone else. And like I had in my class last night, we were talking about baptism is not required to get into heaven, but it doesn't hurt, and it brings you closer to God and gives you a deeper connection with him. Does not mean you cannot get into heaven without being baptized, but it's recommended because even Jesus himself, the Son of God, got baptized and surrendered himself fully to God and committed to him. So that's why it's like, okay, you don't have to, but I chose to because I want to have that deeper understanding and a deeper connection. So I hope you guys just continue to follow me on this journey. This is going to be a couple parts with me letting you know what I'm going to do, how is it going to be, things like that. But I just wanted to come on and let you know why I decided to get baptized, a little bit about my backstory and how baptism came up to this point. So I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to show you guys what else I have for you. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys look forward to my baptism as much as I do. I want to show it with you. I want to take you guys on this journey with me and just allow you to be in my life and allow me to be a vessel and be used by God by any way that he wants to use me, no matter the anxiety, no matter the fear, no matter the wondering of acceptance. That's not my place to try to understand, which I'm getting to that point. So I was like, you're gonna hear me talk more and more, because I want to help get people to the state that I'm in and allow them to witness God for themselves. And using my testimony, sometimes that helps. It gives people the opportunity to question, like, you know, let me see. Because it doesn't hurt to try God for yourself. That's what I tell people. If everything that you're trying and you feel like, okay, this is not enough, what's the worst that can come of it for trying God? What's the worst? So I just feel like this is just my step into me being vulnerable and allowing myself be used. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't want to ramble. I talk a lot. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep moving on, but I'm going to post another video, and that video is going to include my baptism, a mini vlog, things like that, how I feel afterwards and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is just me documenting my journey. I love you guys. I hope you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you don't follow me on those platforms already, I don't know what you're doing, but you can go ahead and follow me on all those platforms. Niecy J underscore NisiJ on Instagram, underscore NisiJ on TikTok. And you got my YouTube if you're already here. So I hope you guys go ahead and subscribe as well. I hope this video serves you well, does you justice, and helps you in any way possible. If you are a type of person that wants to reach out to me, you can comment, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm open. I'm willing to have any type of communication that you guys would like, to the best of my knowledge. And I always say that if there's something that I can't, if there's something that I can't specifically help you with, then I will definitely lead you in the right direction. A deacon of my church is actually literally one of my best friends. He's like one of my main resources to, you know, if there's something that I have a question about, if there's something that I find somebody else has a question about and I can't help them, then I would definitely steer them into his direction. And he's very, very wise and very in tune and listens to God and hears from God. So I know that that's another resource that I have. My pastor, I have resources to help you guys if there's something that I can't help you with. But I just want to end this video because I will ramble, I will talk, I will just keep going, and this video will be an hour, and I don't know if you guys are going to watch for that long, but if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Peace.